Hello everybody, get off my lawn cards. I'm Dan, welcome in. This is episode 69, and instead of doing like specifically a card video today, I am on remote this week. I'm in a remote location. I am in the UP. I'm in Marquette, Michigan, and visiting my mom, helping her with some things. And what this video is going to do is just take you to a few sites throughout Marquette. Marquette's a really nice city in the Upper Peninsula, and so I'm going to take you a few sights and sounds. Card wise, Marquette's a little bit of a card desert. There's no major card shops that I know of. I did try to find any, but I have not found any. And no card shows really in Marquette, or very, very, very few. There's cards available. There's Meijer, there's Target, there's Walmart. There's cards at those locations. But as far as like shows and card shops, like I said, a little bit of like a card desert. But I'm going to take you to some different places throughout Marquette, just a handful of places that I like to go to when I'm up here. And so kind of just a quick tour of the city. Okay, I figured I'd bring on an expert on Marquette, my mom. How long have you been living in Marquette now?
6 years.
Okay, six years. Okay, yes. What do you like about Marquette?
A lot of things.
Okay.
I like their scenery, that beautiful lake.
Okay, scenery's nice.
And a lot of trees.
Okay,
I like the trees.
All right.
And everything is close by. You have to drive 5-10 minutes. You make it everywhere.
Yeah, growing up, we used to live like a half hour, 45 minutes from Marquette.
Yes.
And there wasn't a whole lot there, so if we wanted to do something, we had to come here. So
yes.
So now you don't have to do that.
No.
Now you live right in town, and this is a nice area, a retirement community, and everybody kind of looks out for each other. So
yes.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
I like this area.
Yeah, you said there was a lot of Finns that live in Marquette too.
Yes.
Now you were not born in the United States.
No, I was born in Finland.
Okay, you're born in Finland, and you came here when?
I was 22 years old.
Okay, we won't say when that was.
No, that was a long time ago.
We'll say it's a long time ago.
Over 50 years.
Yeah, it's not polite to say, well, now you gave it away. But all right, so yeah, it's a nice area, and I figured I'd bring my mom on to talk a little bit about Marquette and the many things that it has to offer. So thanks, Mom.
Okay.
Okay. So,
welcome.
Yeah. All right, we're in Marquette. I am here to help my mom out with some errands. Today we're all over the place today. We're doing all kinds of stuff back in my hometown, about 30 miles away. Got back this afternoon. Weather's really nice, so figured I'd spend some time hanging out at the beach here. We got the ore docks, they're dumping iron ore pellets as we speak along the ore docks. And then we've got excuse me, my voice is a little shot today. We've got the beach. Water temperatures are really cold at this time of the year still. We're in August, and I think the lake temperatures were something like 65 degrees, which is basically, Lake Superior is like the largest cold tub on Earth. But the bad thing is if the weather gets too warm, or the water gets too warm, we get big lake effect snowstorms. So you kind of want to be in that middle area. If the lake gets too hot, then we're going to get a ton of lake effect snow usually. So you want to keep it kind of, keep it right in the middle, like the Goldilocks principle, not too hot, not too cold. But right now it is the largest cold tub at like 65 degrees. This used to be the hospital, Marquette General Hospital. You'll notice they've been kind of tearing it down. And kind of funny story about that. Years ago, this was almost over 20 years ago now. My best friend had a daughter that was just born, and they had to airlift it from the Sioux over to Marquette. Baby was struggling. So I went to visit him here at the hospital and see how he's doing. And I was there in the morning, and it was really hot, and I had a jacket on for some reason. I had taken classes at Northern's just over there. And long story short, we're in the ICU with my buddy's daughter, and I fainted. I passed out.
And as I was falling down, I disconnected some wires and stuff that were hooked up to her. So that day did not go very well. My buddy's daughter is healthy and fine. She's out of college now and stuff. So that turned out okay, but that was kind of a funny story from this old hospital. So they moved actually a hospital to a different area of the town. Hospital's really nice, but this was, yeah, it's one of those old stories. All right, this is my alma mater, Northern Michigan University. There's a lot of signage, but the campus itself, oops. Campus itself is down this way. Their clock is about 10 minutes off for some reason. I'm not sure. That kind of stuff drives me crazy, but it's a really nice campus. This is part of it. It's changed a lot since I went to school here. You know, everybody probably says that, but you know, it's been 25 years since I graduated from this university. Of course, I started going to college when I was 10, so not actually, but you can imagine. But it's a nice campus. It's very modern. If you have kids that are looking to go to college, Northern's not a bad option. Medium price school. Late summer, early fall is terrific here, but you got to really love winter and cold temperatures and lots of snow to go here. Some of these buildings have like heated walkways between them, which I did not have. You know, usually you walked uphill both ways in minus 30-degree temperatures or something like that, as the old guys like me like to say. But it is a nice school. It has changed a lot and upgraded, and I think they have something like 8,000 or 9,000 students now, which is more than when I was going to school here. So it's a really nice campus. Kids are coming back to school here, I think, this week. So it's a little busier than it is normally, but it's a nice school. Here is the Superior Dome, as it's known. It is the largest wooden dome in the United States. At least it was at one time. I don't know if it's true anymore. This is kind of the view from the back of it. And I think Tom Izzo and Michigan State is supposed to come up here to play basketball against Northern's team, and I think they're going to play here. So I might time my next appearance in the UP with that event. I got to do a little more research, but that's what I've heard anyways. So this is the Superior Dome, sometimes called the Upper Dome, but Superior Dome's a more proper name. But it's a really nice structure on the inside, and hopefully this is normally where they play football, by the way, but they might even play some basketball in there this year. So kind of a cool location. All right, we're on Front Street here in Marquette. This is the when you come into town, you basically come down this hill toward the old part of Marquette. Lots of shops, lots of bars, restaurants, you know, different places you can shop for clothes. It's kind of the older part of town, but it's still kind of a cool place to go. Now, this place is a hair design place now, but years ago when I was a kid, this is the one card shop that we used to frequent when we were kids. It used to be called the Copper Coin Shop, and it was just a little shop that a guy that worked in the iron mines owned and operated, and it was open usually Friday and Saturdays. And so we spent a lot of Friday nights here at what used to be this card shop. It was a really nice little space. We were probably here like in the late 80s, early 90s when we bought cards. And it was just kind of a nice place for us to hang out on a Friday night or Saturday. Now we're right off Front Street, and this used to be all like railroad ties and empty land. And now it's really, really nice. They built condos along the lake, basically all along this area of Front Street. You can see the old ore docks. They're looking at doing something there potentially. But, I mean, you can't beat the view from these condos. I mean, you got Lake Superior right there. So Marquette's done a really good job of like converting kind of old dingy areas of town into, you know, condos where you have an amazing view, and you know, the condos aren't cheap, nor should they be. They're right on the lake. So really smart job by Marquette. Marquette's a pretty forward-thinking town. Pretty, a little bit artsy at times, but very, very smart use of the space. I was gonna make a stop at Togo's for a sub on 3rd Street, legendary sub sandwich place. All right, last stop is on the, what's called the US 41 bypass. You take this road north to Light Nagani, or if you want to go up to Houghton where Michigan Tech is, you follow this road a ways. But today I am at the world famous Lowry's Pasties, going in to get a couple pasties for downstate, and I think they have the best pasties around. Okay, so you get to see some of the sights of Marquette, sights and sounds of Marquette, some traffic in the last couple of videos there. But, you know, it's a nice place to go. Sometimes people say, well, the UP is so far away, but sometimes it's worth traveling the extra mile to see some things that you haven't seen. Marquette's a really nice town. I just touched on a couple different places that I've been to, but there's plenty of places to see and many, many things to do in Marquette. So, you know, if you got some chances during the summertime, you might want to go to Marquette. Or if you like winter activities, if you really like skiing, for instance, Marquette's a place for you. So, coming up in the future, next Sunday, I plan on going to the Shipshewana show. I saw an ad today where they're advertising 215 tables, 215. So that show just keeps growing and growing. Should be a great show. That's going to be just like a day trip for me. I'm going to get up early, drive down, and then drive back. So I'll videotape some of the highlights, some of the cases, some of the pickups that I do, and go from there. So until next time, thank you to all those people that are subscribing. Lots and lots of views over the last month plus. I really appreciate it. It's really cool to see the number of views take off, and we'll see you down the trail.